Hey guys, good to have you back. If by chance you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Margaret. I am from the Netherlands. I do paper crafting, junk journaling and such. Today is going to be a flip through of my journal that I filled up with prompts for the Junk Journal July challenge. So let's get started. I have a cheat sheet, yes, because I did... these are all the prompts. I did 22 out of 31, which is, well, a good amount, a reasonable amount. The reason I didn't do all of them is because I don't film during the weekends. Saturdays I mostly work and Sundays I spend with my family. I'm not going to go in chronological order. I'm just going to go through my journal, do a flip through and tell you something a little bit about the prompts. Yes? Okay. The journal itself is prompt number 1. It says begin, and then I made the journal and the signature inside. I have used this for the cover. This is a fabric sample that is glued onto a piece of photo cardstock. It was in a wallpaper sample book. I love these. These are very luxurious. So I made that. Next time I will be doing something like this. I will, however, make a journal with a spine, because I thought, well, you know, I can get away with just one signature, and so it didn't. No, next time it's going to have a spine, because yes, it is bursting. Okay, now for the topper, this is prompt number 23, maximalism. I did this the other day and I'm absolutely in love with it. It is, look at all the colors, it is gorgeous. Yes, I made a card to go inside this pocket. Yes, and it has like a rooster dangle on it. And I put the prompt on the back. Also in that project I made the closure. I made it from 2 picture frame hooks. Yes, picture, and then with a piece of ribbon. Yep. If we turn it around on the back, there is another prompt. This prompt is called Time Out. I made a glue bottle topper. Yep, yeah, toppers on the cover. Journal topper, and then a glue bottle topper. I made this for my friend Leonie. She also has a bottle of art glitter glue now. Very happy with it, and she asked me if I could make her one. So I made this. I used the prompt Time Out, and I interpreted it like I want to have a time out from playing with paper. Yeah, so that's why I made this one. Now, let's open it up. On the inside, we have a big filled journal now. Let's start at the beginning. I made pockets. Did not put anything in yet, but I probably will. I'll probably put in the prompts that I didn't use. Yeah, I have a small piece of paper. And then the list with prompts. I did cross off all of them that I made. Yes, use my sewing machine. If you follow me here on YouTube, you know I am not a seamstress, and I only recently got a sewing machine. I'm just learning, still practicing. Yes, this beautiful piece of paper has some French writing on it. And I made this tag, a layer tag, and the prompt was number 3. That said, make a layer tag, and I did, and I absolutely love it. Yes, look at all the colors. I've used different sort of papers on here, like this embossed paper, beautiful sort of faux cabinet cards, some stamping, of course. This is a button, this is a fabric tape. Lovely, lovely. Didn't do anything on the back. Not necessary. And then made a small pocket for it. Yeah. This is a piece of vintage stationery. I was going to put the envelope of this one in here, but I didn't. Then this is another prompt. It says wallpaper. I made envelopes, decorated them, sewn all around it. Yay me. The closure is these Velcro dots. I love these. Yeah. From wallpaper. And this wallpaper has some sort of structure on it. It mimics rock and wood and concrete and stone and such. Let me show you, because I got a couple of questions about these. I do sell wallpaper in my shop. At the moment, I'm not very sort of active in my shop, but I will be in August. Yes, I have these wallpaper packs with all sorts of beautiful samples, and these are stone and rock and wood, and they all have textures. They're very flexible, so they're really, really nice to make envelopes of or some other projects. Now, got a couple of questions about those. Some of you don't have Instagram, don't follow me there, and are still interested in some of the items that I sell. No worries, just contact me via my email. My email is listed in the description box below. And I am thinking about either Etsy or my own web shop. I don't know, but that's for the future. I think will be beginning of next year. So it will take a while. This beautiful piece of vintage ledger I did not touch at all because it is just too gorgeous. This came from sort of a children's book, and I made a pocket using the prompt stenciling. Yes, I stenciled a lot of numbers. Yeah, love the colors, they go very well. And I used a repair tag, a vintage one, an original one. It's not vintage, you can buy these on Amazon. However, in the Netherlands they are not available, so I was really happy to buy some from my friend Leonie. Yeah, and look at the topper, it is absolutely gorgeous. This is a prompt we did yesterday, dyed. I used coffee dyed paper and put it on coffee dyed paper. It is a big altar tag, and absolutely love it. I love almost everything in here, let's be honest. It has two cute little pockets, one with a pointy finger. I've used the stamp set by Mr. Tim Holtz, Eccentric. Love that one. And I made a sort of a dangle chain on it. So a couple of things that I like to make. I like making sort of dangles, and I like making tags. So it has everything in it, including paint splatters. Yeah, did you see that? When I started this sort of junk journal adventure, I was like, I'm never gonna do any mixed media because it's messy, and it is. But it's growing on me. It is really, really growing on me. On the next page, you can journal if you want to. This is another prompt, the prompt nature. It was number 14. I've made some pockets, some sort of coin pockets using this book. And I want to mention it again because this is a book that you can get nearly everywhere in the world because you told me so. It is a book that I find very regularly in the thrift shops, and it has these beautiful sort of pen illustrations in it, in green, in black, and some even in brown. Yeah. And it's most of the time it's really cheap. Well, cheap-ish for such a big book. And I do also like the size of the pages because well, you can make anything out of this. So I made a couple of these. Let me show you, because I made a few of them because they're so easy to make. It's a tutorial that you can follow. It's really, really easy. And I used some of my stickers on them. And I put one in, and this one I made in another video that says crafting with my cat Jackson. Yes, it was hilarious. I I love my cat and I love crafting, and he decided to help me. So if you want to watch that video, I'll put the link here. Yes, and all the other prompts are in a playlist. The playlist is called, of course, Junk Journal July. So that was nature. Blank page. This is Reinvent. Reinvent was a prompt that I wasn't going to do. I already crossed it off. Like, no, I don't know what to reinvent. I don't know what you mean by that. But then I made faux vintage envelopes. This is sort of a real one. I collect these. I love them. I hoard them. I should use them. And then I made this one. Yes. If you look at them close, then you see the difference. But I really, really like it. I use this brownish paper that I have a whole bunch of. Made sort of a window, put vellum in it, and then some stamping. So I should glue it in, right? Yes, I will. Eventually I will. It's a beautiful antique paper. from the late 1800s. Yes, it is absolutely gorgeous. And then on this page, it is again a beautiful piece of French sort of ledger. Love it. This was paint splatters. It was the first time that I did real paint splatters, and I was covered in it. My clothes, my desk, my telephone, my sewing machine, everything. So yes, it is messy, but I also love it. Look, there's some sort of metallic silver watercolor paint splatters. And I do love the tag. It's really beautiful. I did some stenciling, a big collage with the owl, the big 5 on the back. Ooh. And then I made a pocket and put the prompt there. This is another one of the wallpaper envelopes that I made. Yeah, this is sort of a coin pocket with a closure on it. Cute, right? Yeah, I love it. And also, oh no, that's not 21st Street. 220th Street is where Sherlock Holmes lived. I've used it somewhere in the prompt and someone told me that's Sherlock Holmes's address. That was so cool. Thank you for letting me know. It was clipped on a flip out sort of, I don't even know what it is. It is French. And I think it's some sort of a paycheck, if I can translate it. Yeah, love those sorts of papers. Then a vintage writing paper. And this is the fold out that I made. I made this in the beginning, I think day number 2 or something. And this is the most popular one yet. And I understand because it's great. Yeah, I love it. This is really, really me. I used another sort of tag, a repair tag or something, and did some stenciling and some collaging with the beautiful digitals by Tracy Fox. These are her labels. Yeah, and this is Braille paper. And this is some original ledger. Isn't that beautiful? Did I put something in? Oh yeah, I put this in. Didn't even realize that. Yeah, well, I'll put a piece of paper in. And now I'm gonna put it in later. Yeah, fold out. Love it. This is a piece of a freebie that I have, the French index scan cards. Love it. You will find this in my 100-day project if you're interested. Yeah. On to the next one. It's a flip thingy. You can tuck. You can put something in here. Yeah, like a piece of paper, and it will hold. On Braille paper. The Braille paper is naturally this color. I don't believe it's coffee dyed, or it is. Cannot remember. This is the middle of the signature. A beautiful piece again of vintage stationery. I did not touch this at all. And then the next prompt was clashing patterns. And then I made this one. I followed a tutorial by Joey DeVee. Making this, it was pockets with a side closure, something like that. I love these patterns. They are really, really gorgeous, aren't they? Yeah. I forgot the name, but it's in the, I mentioned it in the video. Yes, you have some pockets here, and then you have a belly band here, and then you can flip this open. You have a journaling spot here, and then you have a pocket here, and also on the other side, a secret journaling spot and a pocket. Over there, did I put something on the back? Yeah, again, a pocket. So a gazillion pockets with a side closure using these papers. It is French. His name is probably George or something. I can't remember. But watch the video if you want to know who made these beautiful papers. So clashing patterns. Did not touch this one because it does provide for lovely backing for this prompt. And this prompt is called Symmetry. When I see the word symmetry, I immediately think about nature, because there's so much symmetry in nature, especially in butterflies. So I use this big butterfly die cut I don't use them. I bought a pack of these at Action a couple of years ago and never used them. But I use it now and did some stenciling. So I want it to be symmetrical, like from the top to the bottom and left to right. So it's like sort of a cross. And then I also used this paper. This is antique Dutch Bible paper. This is not the original. I made scans. Yes, let me show you guys. It is a freebie. I do have it somewhere over here. Yes. I printed them two to a page. It's 2 of them. Big pages. It's still available. I sometimes have questions. Can I please have that? Is that freebie still available? All my freebies that I ever make are always available. But please mention which freebie you want, because if you email me and say, can I have the freebie? Of course you can, but I have a gazillion. Well, I do not have a gazillion. I have a couple of them. But just ask me which freebie you want. And this freebie is the, I don't even know what it's called. What did I call it? Dutch Bible pages. I don't know. Watch the video. It's mentioned in the video. I love the colors, and I do like how the braille paper is some sort of a border to it. Yeah, really pretty. On to the next one. Bouquet. Bouquet was a prompt that I absolutely loved. What I did was make a belly band from vellum and put some flowers on it, because bouquet, well, to me, it says flowers. The paper is really, really nice. It's like, I don't know, a punch card or something for work. When you can mention when you're sick and you have leave, or hours worked, and I don't know, something really cool. Made a belly band, and then I made a couple of tags and put some beautiful decoration on them of flowers, of course. Used Tracy Fox's labels again. Yep. And I stenciled on the back. I backed them with some vintage sort of office paper, and I did some stamping on the, stenciling on the back, and I really loved it. This is the first time I did stenciling for this Junk Journal Dry, and then I sort of fell in love with it, so I did some more everywhere. So I really love this one. Guys, in the meantime, I did post a video for a second because I really wanted to know, what did I call this freebie? It was my 2000 subscriber giveaway freebie. So silly of me to forget that. So yeah, if you want this, you know, email me. The next one. This is my black and white prompt. I did a big collage, all in black and white. Used my beloved Queen Juliana. She was very young there. And her grandmother Emma. And this Juliana when she was a lot older. Yeah, my favorite queen. And this is actually a piece of the back of this card. It was black and white. That was my inspiration for all of this. Yeah, I love it. I love using black and white, but it is sort of difficult for me, because I also love color. But you know, what can you do? Sometimes you just need to do something in black and white. This was the back of this one. Again, this was French ledger. Yep, you can write on here. Next prompt. For the prompt transparency, I used, this is not vellum. This is pergamano paper. It's a little bit heavier and sturdier than vellum. This was the sort of prototype that I made. I still love this one. I keep it, probably gonna use it somewhere. Love it. So I made a pocket, stamped it, and embossed it. Yes, you can emboss this paper, but be very careful. It has a lovely texture on it, like rubber. And I made a tag to go in it, again, with some transparent, a transparent window. Love it. I don't use black often in my projects, but I do like it. Use some black lace to decorate it. Also, don't regularly use black lace. I see Tina from Shabby Dabby do that all the time. And it is pretty, I must say. It is pretty. It was on antique paper from the late 1800s. This is blank. This is a pocket that I created using the next prompt. Yeah, the next prompt is geometric. And I interpreted like geometry. So I was inspired by the paper that I've used, some sort of graph paper that you could use while doing geometry class, I think. So I made pockets, like these diagonal pockets. I wanted to have lots of shapes on here. And I also used my beloved stamp set. Where are you? Tim Holtz's Eccentric. Yeah. I love this one. A bunch. And I made 2 tags and decorated them with Tracy Fox labels. I had these sort of cut out labels from my Uncle Ali's. And washi tape that I also hardly ever use. Anywho, love this one. Coffee dyed paper, you can just write on here if you want to. And this is probably one of my favorite prompts. I used fabric textures for this. These are small samples for gentleman's fashion. So I made these beautiful cards with gentlemen on them in outfits. And the outfits were probably made with these beautiful textures. These have names. Some of them are William, Philip, George, Harry, and John, Paul, George, and Ringo. You know, and I made them on the back of these vintage playing cards. This is a game card. Yeah, I love it. And look at the text. Oh, and I did some stenciling. No, stamping. Some background stamping on coffee dyed paper. And the swatches are really, really wonderful. This is Pied de Pool. This is probably a paisley, Scottish tartan. This is like a doormat. It feels like a doormat. Yeah, some plates and some flannels. This is a sort of a flannelly type of. So yeah, I think this one and the cover and this one are probably my favorites. I love this one so much. Again, this is a page from a children's book. And I used the prompt go-to palette. Let me tell you something about this one. My go-to palette, I interpret it as my go-to colors and my go-to project. And if I'm a little bit out of inspiration, I lost my mojo, what I do is make a masterboard, a collage masterboard. And I have used neutral colors on this one. Yes, love it. This is the original one. Do I have a printed one still? Let's have a quick look. Or maybe some pieces of it. Yeah, I still have some pieces of it. And then I scanned it and I printed it, and then you can make all sorts of nice shapes with them. What I did was make this beautiful tag. I made some other things as well, but I used the tag for the prompt with Wilhelmina on the top. Yeah, she's called Wilhelmina. Yes. Isn't that lovely? Decorated it a little bit. And this was, I believe, Arthur, who was heartbroken. Yes. Did I make this one? Yeah, I made this one as well. This is an envelope that I made. Put a label on it, flower. Yeah, so beautiful things. And yes, it's a freebie. Another freebie. Yeah, there were 2 freebies in this project during the Junk Journal July. Ask for it. Email me and ask for my go-to palette freebie. Yeah, lovely. I really love it. And I think I'm going to use it a lot because it is so versatile. Yeah, put it back. Yeah, there it goes. Go-to palette. Another piece of the beautiful handwritten ledger. Isn't it gorgeous? It is. If you can hardly see it. I think it's from 1955 or 1956. Either these two. Yeah. And then Stop and Smell the Roses, where I did splatters. Oh, this was the first time I did splatters, right? I can't remember. No, this is not splatters. I'm sorry. This is not splatters. This is my splatter stamp. Yes, I did use the same sort of watercolor paint to use as ink. Yeah, it is fussy cut. Yes, I fussy cut the beautiful roses out here, put it on a beautiful tag, did some stenciling, a flip with a vellum quote says stop and smell the roses, and you can flip the whole thing up and do some well, journaling or decorating. This is beautiful original ledger and a piece of fabric with someone's initials on it. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, absolutely love it. Fuzzy cutting. We're almost there, guys. This is on a piece of the vintage stationery. It's nice and yellow. It's still untouched, so you can do anything with this. There you go. And then this was the French paper, where at the end, this is tucked away. Yes, I made this with a zipper. They're wonderful. I put some Velcro dots here. It will hold the pieces down. And you can, it's still functional. You can zip it up if you want to. It looks like a shirt. It wasn't meant to be a shirt. It was meant to be like, you know, a pocket with a zipper. But then when I made it, I was like, this looks like a shirt. And it holds, there are some cards tucked away in here. Has sort of a nautical theme. Really did like it. Yeah, beautiful colors. And I put these vintage cigarette cards in here. Yep, tucked away. And then we're at the back again. Hope you like my flip through. Yep, it's a chunky monkey. I really enjoyed doing this. I have to thank Meg Journals for hosting Junk Journal July. She did it a couple of years in a row. Thank you, Meg, for hosting it. I was not on her team, but that's okay, Meg. I am not angry or anything. No. I did a lot of them, 22. Let me tell you, some days I was really happy I had the prompts because I was like, what am I going to do today? And then I looked at the sheet and picked one of them and made something. Other days, however, I woke up thinking, I want to make this. And then I looked for a prompt that would sort of correspond with it. So I did it in a couple of different ways. This month came with 2 freebies. My 2,000 subscriber freebie and my go-to palette. Still available if you want it. You know, give me, send me an email and tell me what freebie you want. I want to tell a little bit about the topper that I have on this journal. This is made with the Summer's Bounty kit from the Junk Journal studio. I am in love with this kit. I'm obsessed. I love it so much. I'm going to use it next week in a couple of projects. I know some of you guys already bought it. Good for you. If you haven't and you want to craft along with me using this kit, you can use any kit you want or any sort of papers you want. Of course, you can always do that. If you want to, buy it over the weekend. And then Monday we'll start making small, like sort of mini junk journals. I'm going to make mini junk journals with these. So it's going to be very easy. If you're a beginner, this is perfect for you. So yeah, that's what I wanted to mention for Monday. However, guys, I will have a video up tomorrow. Yes, Saturday. It's a bonus video. I want to share a big haul with you. It's going to be a big haul. I have collected a couple of beauties the last couple of weeks and I want to share them with you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this month during the Junk Journal July, for all your lovely comments and such. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Yes. Thank you for today. Hope you have a lovely weekend. See you tomorrow, probably, but for sure, Monday. Bye, guys.